Oh man, I don't know about you, but my feet hurt.
Dude, for real, my feet are just hurting. My shoes stink, man.
Yeah, I heard about this thing called barefoot running.
Barefoot running, for real?
Yeah.
What is that?
Running with no shoes, man.
Dude, let's try it.
Alright, sounds good.
So are you ready for the best change in your life, man?
Let's do it.
Let's go!
Yeah. Since Chris and Steve are transitioning barefoot, maybe I should try it too.
Wait, stop. Don't be like the other two. You have to ease into it.
Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about transitioning to barefoot running. We firmly believe that for the majority of people, making the transition to a minimalist shoe will have a profound effect on injury risk, performance, and general postural health. But there are a few cases where it is not appropriate and even dangerous to make the change. Here's Kenny to break it down for us.
An example when it is inappropriate and dangerous to transition to minimalist/barefoot running is if you are a rear foot striker. We've looked at studies that compared average loading rates between rear foot striking runners in traditional running shoes, anterior foot strikers in minimalist shoes, and rear foot strikers also in minimalist shoes. The results of this study showed that minimalist shoe wearers who utilize anterior foot strike patterns produce the least amount of average loading rates compared to traditional shoe wearers. Minimalist shoe wearers who utilize rear foot striking patterns produce the greatest amount of average loading rates, nearly doubling those who have anterior strike patterns. Because greater loading rates have been associated with stress fracture, patellofemoral pain syndrome, and plantar fasciitis, rear foot strike runners are at a greater risk for injury. So if you are acutely injured, it is a bad idea to introduce a new stress to your body. Wait until you are completely healed and then look into making the transition into barefoot running to reduce the risk of injury in the future.
If you're an elite athlete performing at a high level and training at huge volumes, adding a new stimulus and a new stress with a minimalist shoe is not a good idea. But if things are going well and you're performing at a high level, then don't change a thing. But for the rest of us who are looking to shake persistent injuries, improve our running efficiency, or improve general performance and posture, making a gradual switch to barefoot running is well worth the investment and the time if you do it right.
So you're thinking about changing to a minimalist footwear. Well, the first step is to measure your heel to toe drop of your shoe. If your current shoe is 8 to 12 millimeters, then you should consider switching to a 4 to 6 millimeter shoe for like 3 to 6 months before going to a zero drop shoe. You don't want to go straight into a zero drop shoe. You want to ease your way over time. Once you're in the zero drop shoe, you'll notice that running in minimalist shoes that have flat soles with no cushioning can cause runners to make acute short-term changes in running gait from rear foot strike to forefoot strike, which can contribute to improved running economy. In an article from the Journal of Science and Medicine in Sports, they stated that running with minimalist shoes reported to be on average 2.4 to 3.2% more economic than running with standard shoes.
So this is a transition program by an article in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports. For week 1, you want 3 days of 5 to 8 minutes of easy running at home. Of prescribed exercises, which are plantar fascia and triceps serrae rolling for 5 minutes, ankle mobility for 3 sets of 15, calf raises 3 sets of 15, toe grabs 3 sets of 15, and single leg balance for 60 seconds on each leg. Week 2 is 3 days of 5 to 10 minute running on grass or 3 minute on pavement. 3 days of prescribed exercises. Week 3 is 2 days of 20-minute running on grass or 5 to 8 minutes on pavement. 1 day of 25-minute running on grass, 3 days of the prescribed exercises. Week 4 is 2 days of 25-minute running on grass or 10-minute on pavement. 1 day of 30-minute running on grass, 2 days of the prescribed exercises. And you want to make sure to wear your minimalist footwear and go barefoot as much as possible.
So by now it seems like it's taken forever to get to this stage, but it's really important that you take your time with something new like this. It's well worth the payoff, but can take some time to build up the tolerance for your tendons, your bones, and your muscles to adapt to this new stimulus and to strengthen those muscles that are previously not being worked. There are 4 key points when it comes to running in your barefoot shoes. First one is no lower leg injuries or stress-based injuries. Second one, consistent running volume. If you're not a runner or you haven't been running at all in the last 3 months, then you don't want to switch to barefoot right away because you're just asking for a stress fracture or tendinopathy. Third point is calf strength, which is essential for forefoot running. And your fourth and last key point is that you should have good ankle range of motion and flexibility, which is essential, or else you're just asking for future injuries. Now, all of this seems like a lot of time and effort, but it is definitely worth it once you're comfortable running barefoot.
I've never felt so fast!
I believe I can fly. I believe I can